EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On two, ready? 11, 11, 11, 11, 12, 12, 12. Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. They're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3 and out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there for Cincinnati. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a handoff up the middle. Chamberlain. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. The U&I partner, we got the plum assignment this week, an unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Fielded just inside the 20. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Covered a lot of ground there. 81 yards on the punt return. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland first.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Now Watson. And caught. This is Bennett, the tight end. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Watson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku.
I didn't like the play call. I loved it. Running situation for sure on 4th and short. They got the defense to commit too many men in the box to stop the run and have the guts to go for the pass instead. And as a result, they're set up 1st and goal.
And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Nick Chubb, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Browns have got it back to within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 33 yards that time. Up the middle they go. Chamberlain, 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep.
Here we go.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
On the line, ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Here's Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
Here we go.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Burrow will throw. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now a handoff up the middle. Chamberlain. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
11.
They'll keep it on the ground. Chamberlain. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Bengals grab it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Williams. And the Browns will take over here at their own 12-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Gosh, when you've got Deshaun Watson, Charles, executing a run-pass option, that puts the defense in a tough spot, does it not?
It does, and what I liked is that you called me this week, watching your own video, your own tape, and you said, I think the runner's going to pop a few this week because of what we've seen from Deshaun Watson. His ability to get to the corner, that's where the focus will go.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now it's Watson. It's caught, Cooper.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
To throw is Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Off of play action, it's Watson.
Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Again, it's Watson. And that is incomplete.
But he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense some credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
York able to send this one through.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Martin Emerson.
takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. New York now for the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On second down, Chamberlain up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on fourth down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson sliding out of the pocket, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. And take it right on the 30. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back to... momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
11 MP. Stop.
Play action. It's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Morris. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete.
And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a third down gain of 4.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Watson now to throw. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The final shot before the break, Watson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Second down, here's Chubb again. 78 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Watson. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11 MP. Stop.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Burrow on play action. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Up the middle they go. Chamberlain. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They go play action with Burrow. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're not able to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Gets this one to Morris. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. And they go play action now. Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. And it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Burrow scoring on the 2-yard keeper as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming out 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And it's fielded at the 34. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And now ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Keanu Neal. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 33. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down, Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Right back to Njoku.
It's a gain of 5. Brings us 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Watson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. To the air yet again, Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. On 1st down, Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bengals.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson throwing for Chubb. Complete on the out route. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And caught. This is Bennett, the tight end.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Watson drops it off for Chubb. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. To throw is Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will actually break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 10. Being chased out left. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And again, it's Chubb. Shoves him aside. And some room to roam now. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
136 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Look at this, a tight end carry. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. And the slot man goes in motion left. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Chubb will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Chamberlain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Throwing, Burrow.
They'll roll him out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another day.
To throw, Burrow.
He finds his man, complete. That's Morris. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Chamberlain. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Chamberlain, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's Burrow.
And this is going to be incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
On 2, ready?
Now Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, that's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 2nd down now, Chamberlain. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
58 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Bengals are going to get out of here with a W. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati.